Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So Xbox finally bought Activision Blizzard for 69 billion. And I wonder if that 69 billions was complete accident. Well, of course, it's not coincidence that they spend money, but that 69 numbers, maybe it was made for PR, that just they make sure it's exactly that nice number. So every YouTuber is obligated to make a joke about this. Because you make a big move and you want people to talk about this, and you just add a nice number to that and people talk even nicer about this, make a little bit of joke, so you remember this more. Anyway, so what does it mean? Xbox or Microsoft owns the biggest first person shooter IPs in the world, especially the Call of Duty. And what does it mean? That PlayStation is not very safe anymore because they own some of the most amazing IPs in the world, but not first-person shooters, not at all. But the biggest story, like a lot of people are talking about, and they use monopoly as an argument, that now Xbox and Microsoft owns too much. Like this studio, this publisher was just too big, and they're talking about monopoly, the risk of monopoly. And guys, I don't think that there is a risk. If anything, in my opinion, is quite the opposite. Xbox, and I don't want to be like too controversial. I don't want to start another console wars, because that's the biggest deal between fanboys, PlayStation fanboys and Xbox fanboys. So I hope my audience is not a fanboy and just like games. So, but anyway, this was the biggest like stories between these two groups of people, and people saying that, oh, now there is a risk of monopoly, Microsoft monopoly. And I think it's the opposite, because Xbox was falling behind too far behind PlayStation in terms of sales. You can argue that Xbox is better than PlayStation, but you cannot argue that PlayStation is selling way better than Xbox, and the gap is growing. So this deal lowered the risk of PlayStation monopoly. And I understand it's not full monopoly, but let's be real. There was only PlayStation and Nintendo. This is kind of duopoly. And even then, I don't think it's even that, because the markets for PlayStation and Nintendo market is completely different. It's like one monopoly, almost monopoly here, with very weak competition from Xbox in terms of sales, not quality. I don't want to be too controversial, but in terms of sales, it was almost monopoly on PlayStation side and Nintendo. With this deal, they will lower the risk of monopoly of PlayStation. And I think it can be very good for PlayStation fans as well, because what it will happen, it will put pressure on Sony, because now they lost a big title. And even though it wasn't their title, the PlayStation market was the biggest for Call of Duty. If you wanted to play Call of Duty, you very often bought either PC or PlayStation. But for PlayStation, it was a huge title, extremely important title. And Xbox promises to keep this on PlayStation, but it won't be theirs. There's always a risk they can take it away, or take away the sweet special exclusive deals for PlayStation. So Sony doesn't want that. So what they should do, and I think they will do, is to invest money into new IPs, first person shooters IPs, because PlayStation owns some of the best IPs in the world. And even you can argue that some of the games, like you may not like The Last of Us, but it's a huge IP. Maybe Returnal didn't sell very well, but it's an amazing IP. For me, it's one of the best games I played this year, or maybe even ever. So PlayStation has amazing ability to buy or create or own amazing IPs, but they don't have first-person shooter. And now I think they will invest money. I think it will be good for everybody, guys. Even if you are a PlayStation fanboy, even if you are this kind of person that you love PlayStation, you hate Xbox, I think you should be happy, and you will be happy what's going to happen in very near future, because PlayStation will treat you even better. What PlayStation did recently, they raises the prices of PlayStation, the console itself. They raised the price for PlayStation Plus, the internet access, almost like multiplayer gaming, because they charge for that. Both brands charge for that. They done some moves that the fans didn't like, and now maybe they will be more careful, and they will respect the fans more, and they will invest money into games as well, instead of squeezing as much. because now the competition got a bit stronger. And I think even now, even with all these new IPs, with closing this very big deal, I think Xbox is still behind. Is still behind. I think there's absolutely zero risk that Microsoft will have any kind of monopoly. If anything, they just close the gap a little bit. They lower the risk of PlayStation monopoly. So yeah, that's my take. Let me know in the comments below what you think, even if you don't care that much about this deal, because I can imagine for PC players it's not that big of a deal. But even then, it was such a big story. Maybe you have your opinion, so it would be great to see what you think. I usually reply to the comments below because I'm such a small channel. I can read all the comments 5 times and I have time to reply to all of them. I have enjoy them. So yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe because that would be absolutely awesome. For a small channel like mine, every single like, it's a huge deal. When my videos get 5 likes, it's like 20% of likes just from one person. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching and see you later.